Welcome back to Ghoster Coasters, everybody, and today we're discussing some more news coming out of the Six Flags chain, more cancellations across the chain, and I know a lot of people have been discussing this and haven't been happy about the merger. But first, if you haven't already, guys, be sure to hit that subscribe button, and of course a huge shout out goes out to all of our channel members for helping bring ideas to the channel, hanging out with us at the parks, and just being part of the best community out there. We couldn't do it without all of you guys. Now, let's get into all the changes across the chain that have been happening over the past few weeks, cancellations of Holiday in the Park, and many other things. The first big shock comes out of Six Flags Great Adventure. Everybody was expecting a new world-class coaster for 2026. The park has come out recently and said that due to their timeline, this has been extended beyond 2026. Many people believe this means 2027, but we're still not sure here. They did not give a year, so some people are speculating it could be pushed further because they did say multi-year plan in their post. So there are a few things here to kind of discuss that people are worried about, obviously. I'm still on the fence here. I think it'll probably be 2027. They've already started construction and they mentioned that, so obviously something's still coming in my opinion. I would assume 2027, but it's still quite a bummer for a park that just lost King to Ka.
5 big booms! Boom, 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 boom!
Its skyline looks kind of weak right now when people are visiting. If you've watched any videos, everybody's kind of mentioned it. And they're just really top heavy. They got El Toro, and personally I love Jersey Devil, but a lot of people don't. So there's not a whole lot of reason to travel really far to go there anymore. So they definitely need this world-class coaster, I think. I don't know how you guys feel about that, but I don't think I would be back to Great Adventure. It's over 10 hours away until they get something that's worth going for. And even when they had King to Ka, it was down when I visited, so I didn't get to ride it. So I'm just hoping whatever does come is actually open and available more often. The park also announced some changes coming to its fall and winter seasons as well. Holiday in the Park is no more. The park said they've made a strategic decision to focus on delivering exceptional guest experiences during their core operating season, spring through fall. I don't know how you guys feel about this. I never visited a Holiday in the Park, so I can't necessarily speak to the experience, but as far as I know, I've seen lots of videos and people enjoying themselves, and it was a fun event. So just more cuts across the chain that start to worry you a little bit because it's happening everywhere. And it's not just at Six Flags Great Adventure, everybody. Much like Six Flags Great Adventure's post, Six Flags Over Georgia mentioned research and planning and making a strategic decision to focus on delivering exceptional guest experiences during the core operating season. Again, spring through fall. The shift says they allow them to focus their efforts and resources during this time when a majority of guests visit Six Flags Over Georgia and weather conditions can more consistently support their goal to deliver an enjoyable and memorable visit for all. This means that Holiday in the Park will not return this year. It's quite interesting seeing all these cancellations across the chain, different things going out. But another one that's kind of near and dear to me is Michigan Adventure. They are canceling their Tricks and Treats event. Now, I know for plenty of people, this isn't really that big of a thing, and a lot of people say they've never visited. But for me, I'm looking at it a little deeper here. Michigan Adventure is one of the most self-sufficient parks in the chain. So are they telling us that it's losing money or it's not profitable? I don't really know here, but it is the first time that Michigan Adventure is really getting something taken away from it in these 20 years. They've had tiny increment kind of changes where they've got, new walkways and just upgrades throughout the park, but they haven't really got any rides. So you never really know what's going on at the park. It's super self-sufficient there, but them taking stuff away from the park is an eye changer for me because they haven't really taken things away from the park over the past couple of years. They've only added small things here and there. Now they're taking away a seasonal event from the park that I would assume brings a good amount of people from that area in. I don't know, but there's obviously a reason they're canceling it. And it has to do with the merger and cutting this $110 or $120 million spending across the board. But I don't necessarily think it was losing a bunch of money either, even if it wasn't super popular. But obviously some things are being looked at and evaluated and changed throughout the chain. This leaves, just like Winter Chill Out, and obviously Winterfest is a very, very popular event. So I'm not thinking anything's happening at Kings Island or Cedar Point here yet. But there are things happening at some of these smaller parks that makes you kind of wonder what else could get cut. So how are you guys feeling about these? Is holiday in the park that important to you? The tricks and treats and whatnot? I know the delay of the coaster until 2027 or beyond. The or beyond there because they said multi-year plan, so we don't really know. That's a bummer too. They've started construction on that though, guys, so I would assume 2027. Don't take it from me though. I don't know nothing. Let me know how you guys are feeling down below in the comments. And if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Stay up to date. We talk about lots of things. We don't just cover the news. So go check out the page if you haven't already. And a huge shout out goes out to all of our channel members. Thank you guys for supporting the channel, making all of this possible. We couldn't do it without all of you. And of course, as always, thank you for being a part of our spooky community and for coaster ghosting with Ghoster Coasters.